is up? Voltaire here, bringing you some Realm of the Mad God, and this is probably one of the best pixelated 8-bit, whatever you want to call it, shooting games ever. It's free to play. I know of 3 different ways you can play. You can play it through congregate.com, the official website at www.realmofthemadgod.com, and you can download it through Steam, which is what I did, and I personally recommend that you do that because you can play it in full screen mode like I have here, and this actually makes it significantly more enjoyable to play because you can actually see what's going on. Otherwise you're stuck playing it in your browser, which kinda sucks, but hey, you know, if that's what works for you, go for it. So basically, when you first start out, you only get 1 character slot, and you'll automatically start out as a wizard at level 1. As you can see, I spent some money on this game and bought 3 extra slots. But you start out as a wizard, and then as playing through as the wizard, getting to level 20, etc., etc., you unlock the priest, and then you get that to level 20. You unlock another class until you unlock all 13 classes. And I'll probably go over all these in a little bit more detail later, maybe, I don't know. But the point of the game is to level up to level 20, get your guy to level 20, and then you start collecting fame. And by collecting fame, you get these stars, which is right here, and the ultimate goal for the game, I guess, I don't even think the developers intended for there to be a point, but the ultimate goal is to get that bottom star, all 65, 5 stars on all of these characters. And then, I mean, basically then you've, won, and there's not really much else to do, but that takes a long time. And another interesting thing to point out is that this game is permadeath, which means that when you die, you lose everything and you have to start back at square one. This really sucks, but you learn to get used to it. So, without further ado, I'll just go in my wizard here. And when you first start out, you'll have a generic name like this guy right here, this Yimi guy. You'll get a name like that. And what I would recommend if you intend on playing this game for a long time is going over to this golden guy over here and changing your name. You can change your name for free once and once only, and after that you have to pay for it. As you can see, my name is Light Sauce instead of Voltaire because I don't know, because I'm weird. I might change it later, and whatever. And then here is the quote-unquote cash shop where you can buy Realm Gold, which is this yellow stuff over here. Get out here, dude. I won't trade you. This is something I recommend because it will support the developers, even though they just got bought out by this bigger company. But still, it's good to support this game because it is free to play. It costs absolutely nothing to play. You don't even have to buy stuff, but I would recommend, if you have the money to spend, at least just buy like $10 or something, and just support the developers as they keep this game alive. And you can buy these are dungeon keys here. You can buy these to open up dungeons that would normally drop in the game, but take a long time to drop. So you can buy keys which will open them automatically. And over here you can buy clothing, dyes, and texture patterns for your character, which you lose these, by the way, if you die. So if you can, I wouldn't recommend investing in these if you're first starting out. Or, I mean, hey, if you got a big disposable income, why not? And you can also buy oh yeah, you can buy pets too, which I've never bought pets before. I think they're kind of weird, but my understanding of it is when you buy them, you get a generator thing, and when you click on it, it'll create a pet for you, and that you can keep by storing it in your vault, which I will show you momentarily. And these right here are amulets of resurrection, which makes the game non-permanent death because wearing these will resurrect your character if you die. And you buy this with fame, which is this orange stuff here, and you earn that oddly enough by dying. So all this other, all this other stuff is unimportant. I'll go over it later. This is an XP boost, which I recommend because all players starting out get 100 gold. I recommend picking one of these up. Excuse me, after you start out. Sorry, guildmates. After you start out, just to gain, because it helps you level up faster. It actually makes the game a bit more enjoyable as you level up to 20. But one of the best things to spend your money on is these vaults here. You get this middle one for free when you first start out, but all the rest of these you have to buy, and they're kind of overpriced. It's like $5 for one. But if you're big on this game and you like playing it a lot, I definitely recommend getting a couple. I bought two. Probably gonna buy more because you just get so much crap. Like as you stay alive, you just get just oodles and oodles of just junk you don't even need. So I recommend putting that there for later use, and in a later video I'll probably explain how the quote-unquote economy in this game works. This is the guild hall here. When you first start out, you're not going to be in a guild, and this will be locked. You can't go in here, but this is what it looks like. With the second expansion, it just adds in all this other stuff. I'll go over this later too. Guilds are, if you get in a good guild or you make one with a bunch of friends, it's awesome. But anyway, after all that crap is out of the way, after you name your character and stuff, you go over here to these little caves, and these are called realms, and you want to go in here because this is where all the action happens. This is where you kill monsters, this is where you gain fame, level up, etc, etc. Now when you start out as level 1, you're going to have crappy gear, and you're going to have just a weapon and your spacebar ability when you start out, and you'll just have to find stuff as they drop from enemies. Like right here, for example, here's another weapon, a ring, and a spacebar ability right there. And that stuff drops from just killing enemies. So there, see, I just killed some guys, killing guys. And you just do this until you get to level 20, and actually, you do this the entire game. The entire point of the game is to kill stuff, gain fame, and pot up your character, quote unquote, which means finding the stat increase potions that max out all of these stats, which again I will also go over in another video. But eventually you'll hit level 20 when you start out. If you make it that far at least. I died a whole heck of a lot playing this. And you'll want to go to the Godlands, which is up here, and you'll fight the gods, which are these things up here. I hope you can still hear me. The game has music, and I chose to not record with music on because it's really hard to hear me. So with the music, and the music's pretty annoying. Honestly, the sound effects are kind of annoying too, but hey, you just gotta deal with it. You can turn it off in the options. And anyway, when you hit 20 and you just go to the Godlands, and this is how you can gain fame the fastest, because the fame system is pretty unbalanced, but this is where you gain fame the most, and easily, frankly. And then you kill stuff. There's no real other way to say it. You just got, it's that simple, which is why I love this game, because the whole point is just to kill things. And I'll go over the more finer details later. But eventually you will die, and this is what gravestones look like right there. I actually died just yesterday on this wizard. It was pretty sad. But yeah, this has been a rather uninformative introduction to Realm of the Mad God. Hope you enjoyed it. Talk to you later.